So, our next topic of discussion is health secrets and tips to quitting alcohol. Quitting alcohol can be very challenging, but it is possible with the right tips and tricks. So, definitely be sure to consider these tricks. You can always go to social activities with a drink container bottle that has no label on it and just place tea or other antioxidant, nutrient rich drink inside. And so, here are some tips to help you quit or avoid alcohol. You should be aware of your limitations and boundaries. Know specifically how many glasses, cups, or bottles you can have per day, week, or month. That way, when you know a measurable amount in advance, you can more easily keep yourself accountable to drinking only that amount or less. And so, for example, no more than 2 servings a day or no more than 5 servings in a week is a moderately healthier goal for you to have. If you're drinking more than 2 to 5 servings per week, it becomes a little bit more social and consistent. So you definitely don't want to drink more than that per week if you can avoid it. And so the next one is you can definitely limit certain types of alcohol. And so certain alcoholic drinks have no nutritional benefits. I did write an article about this on medium.com, and you can learn more about what alcoholic beverages have some nutritional benefit, and there are 5 in which come to mind at this moment. And so 2 of those 5 are wine and beer. To learn about the other 3, definitely do check out that article, and I will be posting a YouTube video about it soon. So definitely be proactive and avoid certain alcoholic beverages more than others, because at least if you're going to drink, you can prioritize the drinks that have at least some nutritional benefit to them. You can prioritize wine or beer over other types of alcohol that have no benefit to drinking at all. If you're going to drink smarter. So if you're going to drink, at least drink something that provides some type of beneficial value in your life. Just also be aware that alcohol is overwhelmingly bad for many reasons. And so even if there is, 1 or 2 benefits to drinking it, it's not necessarily a healthy drink to consume, regardless of any benefits. And so the next tip is identify locations and situations that lead to drinking. And so definitely be aware of the people, the places, the activities that lead you to drink more. If there is a certain friend group that drinks in excess, or maybe certain events that you partake in that usually include a little bit more drinking, you can always try to spend less time with these people or spend less time at these different events to ensure that you're not drinking more than you would like to drink. And so if there are restaurants or bars that cause you to drink in excess, you can definitely minimize how many hours you're spending in these locations with these different people or at these events. And so if activities you participate in have the social norm for drinking a lot, find ways to do these activities without drinking, or find these activities available elsewhere in a way that they don't have as much drinking. For example, you can go to an expensive place so that the cost of drinks deters you from drinking more than you would like. And so for you to choose to drink more, you'd have to spend more money, and that will prevent you from buying too many drinks. So just be creative, plan your week, schedule fun things to do with a little bit of mindfulness on how certain people, places, activities lead to more drinking, and minimize those within your life. And so strategize your week based on your understanding of these different items. So definitely our next tip is to identify the people, the emotions, the situations that trigger you to drink more alcohol. And so some find it helpful to navigate the social world around them with a drink. But be aware of the people, the emotions, and the situations that trigger you to want to drink more than you normally would. And when these people are around you, you can always minimize time with them or leave early. There are so many enjoyable things to do in your life. Just leave a situation when it is bad or unhealthy or triggers drinking. Minimize your time in these places, and put time limits on things. If you have certain emotions that trigger alcohol drinking, you can also try to avoid these feelings by surrounding yourself with people and music that inspires you and fosters different, more positive feelings. So one of my favorite case studies, leadership books basically, is about Shackleton. Mr. Shackleton was a worldly explorer. He was trying to head down south to the South Pole, and there were some really good life lessons and leadership lessons within this case study that I did write about, and I will post it on YouTube soon. But basically, you can learn all about productivity and leadership through this case study. And some of the life lessons can apply here as well. When I served the U.S. Coast Guard, you can definitely accomplish the impossible through improved productivity. And so here I just wanted to mention that, productivity also keeps your mind off of things that are not necessarily positive. And so in Mr. Shackleton's exploration, they basically got stuck in ice and then their ship sank. And in order to keep everyone alive in such frigid, freezing temperatures, one of the main things that Mr. Shackleton did as a leader was ensure that his crew was always being productive and busy. And when you're productive and you're busy, it really does, keep your mind off of, doing things that are harmful or doing things that are not as beneficial. Instead, you'll be very productive and you'll get a lot more done. And so here, when it comes to alcohol, I would like to just clarify that you could always shift your mindset, keep yourself a little busier, and you might have less time to focus on drinking alcohol. And so, find something to do or focus on that allows you to feel productive and keep your mind off of drinking alcohol. Find something to do that helps you focus and allows you to feel productive. Accomplish finishing tasks, and when you finish these tasks, it'll help you feel better and take your mind off of different hardships or emotions that lead you toward drinking. So the next one is build your social network. You want to build your social network with friends, family, and support groups that allow you to really, spend your time in the way that you want to. Spend time with people that allow you to do the things that you love with minimal or no alcohol. And so, for example, if you enjoy, playing pool, you could always play pool at a venue that, has less alcohol available or less drinking, instead of choosing a venue that has more alcohol and more drinking. Take careful steps into choosing the right venues and the right things that you want to do with your life. If you spend time with people who drink, then chances are you will drink too. So, build your social network to include more people that drink less versus a social network where a lot of your friends drink more. And so gain new friends, make new relationships, start new activities that are free of drinking. And prioritize these people and activities within your life. When you find these people that, do the activities that you enjoy and you love, and, they do it with less drinking, you can always spend more time with these people and you will live a happy life, more fulfilling, doing the things that you love while also accomplishing your goals of consuming less alcohol. And so you'll find when you have a positive support system and strong social network with similar values to you, you will only help yourself be more productive and achieve greatness at all the different things that you wish to do. And so surround yourself with greatness. Surround yourself with people with the values that you want to have. And you will be able to be your best self a little bit more easily too. So, sometimes people say that you are the measure of the top 5 people that you hang around with. And I would like to say that, who you hang around with may not define you as a human being, but if you're around really good people with great values, then that will rub off and allow you to be your best self and follow your best values for yourself. And so you really want to not just spend time with 5 great people, but in reality, you want to build your whole network to include all great people, not just 5, but many. The more support you have in your life and the larger support system of positive people who are amazing with great values and productive and hardworking and successful, the more people like that you have in your life, the better your outcomes will be as an individual, the better your successes will be as an individual. So, the next one is try different AA groups. AA stands for Alcoholics Anonymous. You could try these different groups, facilities or medical providers if you have a more serious addiction to alcohol. If you're addicted to alcohol, you're going to want to take further steps by talking to the experts. Try a different AA group, like for Alcohol Anonymous, or facilities, or talk to medical providers. But basically, you're going to want to seek more expert advice and care if you have a more severe reliance on alcohol. So they can definitely provide you things more than just these tips will provide. They can give you emotional support, help you stay accountable, and really put you in an environment or a location that is free of alcohol to really, really ensure that you're able to reach the maximum success. I also like the idea of shifting your mindset. So if you want to drink alcohol less, A lot of people tend to focus on it a lot, and my personal belief is that when you focus on something too much, you're actually not helping yourself overcome that. Instead, focus on the positives that counter it. Instead of focusing on, drinking, and avoiding drinking and avoiding drinking and avoiding drinking, instead focus on the opposite. Focus on drinking more tea, drinking more water, drinking something else. That's what you focus on. You focus on the alternative, focus on the positive. By focusing on the alternative more, like drinking tea or water, just by that alone, you will drink less alcohol. But what's even better about it is you're shifting your mindset away from alcohol and toward tea and water. So, shift your mindset. Focus on the positives. Focus on drinking more water. Focus on drinking more tea. Focus on drinking something else. Replace alcohol with something else. And instead of focusing on drinking alcohol less, instead focus on drinking that other thing more. And then by doing that, you will succeed in drinking alcohol less, just in a more positive, focused way. And so if you have a problem, definitely resolve it and make it something less prolific in your life. If you focus on drinking healthy drinks more, counterintuitively, you will subconsciously drink less alcohol too. I prefer this type of mindset shift. I feel like it's very productive and effective at reaching the most optimal outcomes. And so psychology tells us we can trick our mind to do more, perform better, achieve more. I say focus on the healthy drinks, and you will subconsciously succeed in avoiding alcohol by achieving this very positive, admirable goal. So next we have you can develop a new routine. You can replace your drinking habits with healthier activities, and for example, activities could include exercise, hobbies, or socializing in sober environments with friends that don't necessarily drink. And so you can find new activities that you enjoy, explore and new things, and plan for a new routine for the day or week. Plan your week, plan your day. You can add certain activities into your life more frequently or for longer periods of time. The more fun you have doing these alcohol-free alternatives, the more success you will find. So the next one is practice self-care. Take care of your physical, emotional, and mental health. Get enough sleep, eat a healthy diet, engage in stress-reducing activities, and practice mindfulness. Mindfulness techniques such as breathing, meditation, yoga, they can all help you find more successes, not just in life, but with your goal to drink less alcohol. And so really appreciate the successes, reflect on your successes, and, celebrate them as you go. Enjoy the process, enjoy the activities, make fun of, reaching the goals that you have. Don't focus on the negatives, focus on the positives and all the amazing things that you've accomplished along the way. And, focus on the adventure that you go through during this process. Finding new activities and exploring new friendships and, focus on those. And by doing these things and building your social network to include people who, spend their time in the way that you want to spend your time, you will find success and more success along the way, just not just with drinking alcohol, but just with life as a whole. You'll be your best self when you have built your social network and surrounded yourself with others who are also their best self and have similar values to you. And so the benefits of drinking alcohol are very minute, but you could check out my other article to at least confirm that when you are drinking, at least you're making smarter choices. You're consuming certain amounts or only consuming types of alcohol that at least have some, benefit to drinking. Avoid the other alcohols that do nothing for you. They just provide you calories and they don't really have any benefit to drinking. Work smarter, not harder in life, but also do smarter things. If you have alternatives that you can do, implement them. They will help you live a healthier and longer life. And so there are benefits to quitting and avoiding alcohol. It can really save your life. It can save the lives of others. It can help you live a healthier life or live a longer life. And so here I just recommend, take an active role in your life, make good decisions and do what's best for you and your situation and your life and your health and your happiness. If you limit the alcohol that you're drinking, you can live a better, healthier, more productive life. It really just depends on what are your priorities and what actions you will take to live your best life. Because if you don't make these things priorities, then it will be way harder to achieve your goals. So make actions, make actionable steps toward accomplishing your goals, and make these things a priority in your life. And that's how you will find a lot more success, not just here, but in everything that you do in life. And so that is all. Good luck, and I'll talk to you soon.